Hello and welcome everyone to the panel discussion.
Hi.
I hope you all
Hi.
are well during this tough situation of when we all are struggling with pandemic. So yes, today we will be discussing about how this situation, the pandemic, the coronavirus, which has left us with no other choice but to just stay inside home and do everything virtually, how this has brought new challenges for the teachers, for the students, and also has brought a new, has tossed the traditional way of education, how it has brought in these, this new challenges towards the way it was earlier. It was like when teachers used to teach the students, how it has been changed. uh, so yes, I will start with Indira ma'am. The panel will start the panel discussion with you, Indira ma'am. What is your take on this? What is the current situation and how challenging it is for the students and the teachers?
Okay, I'll start now. Hello and good evening, everybody. COVID-19 pandemic has brought a great revolution in teaching methodology. Schools and colleges have been closed and the children are forced to stay at home. The educators took the help of the technology and introduced virtual classroom teaching or online teaching. Today, we are here to express our views on this. From my side, I'm going to share my views, which I have gathered from my 36 years of teaching experience in classroom and online teaching. First, I will talk about our traditional teaching methodology, classroom teaching. What is special in this methodology that is missing in virtual classroom teaching? I'm sure everyone remembers his or her first day in school. On seeing you at the door of the classroom, how the teacher, with a smile in her face, took you inside the class, holding your hand, and made you sit at your place. The warmth of the hand tell you, don't worry, my child, I'm here to take care of you. Similarly, I'm sure each one of you can definitely name at least one teacher whose contribution towards your success you still remember. When a teacher teaches standing in front of the students, the cadence and intonation of her voice allows students to do a better job. Students sense we are alive inside, thoughtful and active. This is what classroom teaching does. In senior classes, the teacher becomes a guide, a mentor. There is a lot of interaction between teacher and students, which establishes good relationship and bonding between teachers and students. If a student is unwell or disturbed due to some problem, teacher immediately reads it from his or her face. Teacher then puts all efforts to solve the problem. Teacher develops confidence among students and make herself and himself easily approachable and available. A virtual classroom teaching lacks most of these features. Virtual classroom teaching. Virtual or online teaching has its own advantages. In this pandemic situation, when children are locked down at home, due to this methodology only, the learning process has not stopped. They are learning sitting at home. Teachers do not have to wait until the last student finish copying from the board. Children can record the entire teaching session and refer to it whenever they want. In case either a teacher or a student falls sick and forced to stay at home, then in such cases, this methodology comes as rescue. Location is no longer a constraint. I have seen while earlier Children in smaller towns and villages had to make to do through correspondent course. Now they have opportunity to partake of the benefit of classroom learning. This is
Right.
what online teaching enables us.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, ma'am, you are talking about, you just said that, it's virtual learning which is coming into
Yeah.
phase right now. So, if I ask Anvesha, ma'am, what will be your take? Because, virtual learning is very much different from the traditional way of teaching, right? In rural India, maybe there are students who don't even have, doesn't even have access to internet, right? Or maybe there are students who are from a very poor background who doesn't even have a smartphone to even go and get the internet connectivity and even get the application. How difficult it will be for the students, like what problems they are facing in this kind of situation and how they can cope.
Savita, frankly, this is the challenge that virtual education today in India, especially post-pandemic, is facing. Uh, while for the private teachers, they have different challenges in terms of how the demands of the students are to be met. For the public students, the children who are going to public schools, rural education in India per se, hasn't developed at all as far as technology is concerned. That's the main challenge of this quick switch to digitalization and using the smartphone and laptops to impart education has seen a lot of pressure and negative impact, you can say, on the rural sector as far
Yes,
as
yes.
education is concerned, because majority of them are do not having access to either technology, internet connection, or it can be a simple mobile phone, Android mobile phone. So there, the education, that's a different ball game together. How can the government cope with that kind of technological challenge? And even if it is available to people there, the students there in the rural sector, whether they will have easy access to it is another question, because it may be available to many of the internet facilities, say for example, is available to many villages, but the access of the knowledge of the very fact that internet is useful for education has to be there. So the availability of the accessibility and the knowledge of I think that's a different challenge altogether. One has to the government has to plan very, very meticulously for that purpose, and take into account the fact that in India, more than 70% of the people are still living in villages and towns. Keeping aside town, at least villages have to be treated very differently as far as online education is concerned. So teachers there are facing a completely different challenge of getting students to attend that class, because they don't have accessibility, the knowledge how to use technologies.
Right.
It's completely different ballgame.
So, coming to Nausheen, ma'am, what are the challenges you think are there when there is a situation like pandemic happening and when everything is being, everything is being done from home? Homeschooling is a new term which is coming. Virtual education is the new term which is coming. What are the other challenges the teachers are also facing? You are a professor yourself. What are the challenges you think, ma'am, are on the way?
See, first of all, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are.
Am I audible? Yeah. See, very first, you know that we were all going through the traditional teaching method and we were used to, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Like Indra ma'am is here, so she is now, as she told that she is retired. But in her over that complete lifetime, she might not have used this system of online teaching and learning. So what happened that when we are used to for certain things, it is very difficult for us to accept the change at once. It takes time, isn't it? So therefore, the time means as the time goes, it became easy for the teachers as well as the students to accept the change. But initial part, if we just recall our 2 3 months before, what type of difficulties we faced, so we were having lots and lots of challenges, like how to operate the apps and all. Means that the Zoom app which we are using it so frequently nowadays, that time we were just worrying that how to use it, because We were finding it so difficult. But when we learned, it became so easy. You know, we have to just take it positively. Whatever the change come, whatever the maybe the situations in the future also can be the same. Or you can say any another problems can also arise. So we have to be well prepared for that. Many problems arise students, they don't have gadgets. It's like ma'am, so Anvesha ma'am also told and Indra ma'am also told that the gadgets were not available. So that situation might be with the teachers also. The teachers might also have faced, because you know most of the teachers, they don't have that much kind of salary that they can borrow uh, good gadgets, so they can take it very smoothly. Then most of the students, they are from economically weaker sections. For them it was very challenging, because to have, like in a house, if there are 2 to 3 kids, so it was not possible for all of them to have the same device. And if the same
Yes.
time the online lectures are going on, so it won't take. So these challenges were there. Then apart from that, health issues, because as we were not used to this technology, so it has created various negative effects on our body, eyes, brain, everything.
Yes,
So
yes.
these problems were not only faced by students, but these were faced by teachers also.
Yes, the health issues
But
that you're talking about, even being a child, we never try to keep it short. The screen timing, we keep it under check.
yeah,
The screen timing, we don't even allow the child to watch TV for more than an hour, or maybe that is also I'm giving a utmost time 1 hour. But now
yeah.
it's a normal thing. So coming to you, Jashwant ma'am, what do you think the health issues, because there will be health issues for sure, and there is a mental pressure as well, because the child is stuck at home. The child is not able to interact or to do the regular activities that he or she was doing maybe a year back or maybe a few months back, and it is not going anywhere soon, because I don't think anything is gonna come under control in the next 2 3 months. So how difficult, how challenging it is for the child's mental growth in that case. Ma'am, you are on mute, ma'am.
Okay.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Very rightly you pointed out. If in the present scenario, if we see that the greatest challenge, according to me, is the emotional connect. Children, they are not able to make emotional connect with their teachers, with their peers. That's why if you ask me, the purpose of this online learning, online classes is not to teach the child. It is just to make an emotional connect with the child. If you see in the early 7 years, which are the nurturing years, all the neurons of the children, they get connected. So in the present scenario, when children, they are away from the school, they are away from the friends, they are just confined to the four walls of their house, it's very
Yes,
difficult for them. And here also you are very right that some parents, they make this thing also, that screen time is not safe. But according to me, research also says that if the children, they are exposed to the productive thing, constructive thing, then there is no harm for the children. When they are learning something, when they are watching which is really going to be productive for the children, it's not at all going to be harmful. And the second thing, if you ask me, remote learning doesn't mean that the only the online learning. It's mixed media learning. Children, they learn from their environment. Teacher, see, gone is the definition of the teacher. When teacher, she was sage on the stage. Now teachers, she has to just facilitate the learning environment. If the teacher speaks to the child once a week, twice a week, or thrice a week, or fortnightly also, the emotional connect with the child via video call or normal phone call also. Some people, they don't have smartphone also. But I have seen tremendous change in the children. Since they love to listen to the teacher, for them, teacher is the God. Every word said by the teacher is Bible for them. And they are not going to listen to their parents, they listen to their teachers. So that issue, which we think that in the present scenario, things are not in our control. To some extent, we need to cope up, and everybody has to, put in their whatever the contribution they can do. And after all, it is for the child centric.
Right, absolutely. Rightly said, ma'am. I will come back to you, Indira, ma'am, in that case, because you were telling us, what challenges can be converted into opportunities as well. So, what opportunities do you think, how positive outlook we can have towards this kind of, the situation that we are in right now? Yes, Indira ma'am. So I was asking you what positive outlook we can have towards this. Just now, Jashwant ma'am just said that, it's not just, let's not take it as a negative challenge, but a positive outreach towards such a challenging situation. So what will you add to this kind of outlook, ma'am? What positive outlook can we have towards this situation?
Yeah. So I'll talk about how the teachers have turned this pandemic or as an opportunity. Okay. Actually, the teachers who were earlier scared or reluctant in using computer have now learned, got trained, and are using computer technology every day. They have shown age is no barrier for learning. They have moved forward from using traditional teaching aids, that is blackboard, chalk, books, pictures cut from the newspapers, etc., to technological aids such as audios, ready-made pictures from net, videos, PPT, etc., to make their lessons more impressive, interesting, and effective. Now, some of the teachers, they have made their own videos also. So this has, developed creativity in them. So that's what I think, that the pandemic has provided an opportunity to the teachers to recharge one's creative ability. Like I just the other day, I saw in TV channel, the reporter was telling that at some village in Bihar, the Sarpanch has put a loudspeaker everywhere, and the teacher using mic was teaching, and with the help of loudspeaker, his teaching was made available to the students there. So see that, what a innovation.
Absolutely, ma'am. So, such things are also happening around I can say around the world, because I have been reading news like this from a lot of other areas as well. Coming to Anvesha, ma'am, if this is the situation which is going to be, if this is the new normal that we are talking about, uh, you know, will this be a little different? Because, a child who is taking the virtual education right now, if he or she is competing for the jobs later on in the future with someone who has been through the traditional way of teaching, do you think it will be difficult for him to compete with such a person later on in the future?
To answer your question, but to some extent, I would say that there will be initially some difference in terms of communication and empathy, which a teacher can, I feel, is in a better position to give to a student when they both are face to face. Because I personally, as a teacher, feel that, as compared to classroom teaching, virtual teaching, there is a lot of difference in terms of how much effort the student also puts in, and teacher puts in to make the whole learning experience more effective. As far as jobs are concerned, or a career path is concerned later on for the student who has taken virtual education vis-a-vis a normal classroom traditional way of learning, I feel that there would not be much of difference as far as the syllabus and the teaching material is concerned, because in fact I feel that when we are teaching virtually, we try to put in more efforts in terms of how we create our PPTs, how, like Natarajan ma'am rightly said, that we teachers are innovating with the various medium of how to make the learning experience more effective, because we have this thing at the back of our mind that we cannot see the student face to face, and we're not able to understand the doubts that he or she may have more clearly. So having said that, the teaching per se, the material and the data which is being transferred to the student won't be compromised on, or rather I should say should not be compromised on as far as virtual teaching is concerned. A lot depends upon how the student takes it, how the student grasps that knowledge, and like we say in Hindi, "Tali do hat se bachti hai." that the student also is equally responsible, accountable for what is going on in the class. So he or she has to put in equal amount of effort, like he or she was putting earlier during a normal class. So that would, I think, really help him to get a good grasp over the subject and make him more confident in terms of how he can perhaps understand and even explain the subject later on and make use of it, perhaps. So I think a contribution has to be from both sides, two sides of the same coin. And
Yes.
as far as the teaching is concerned, I don't think there will be much difference, or the student should be really worried about the teaching quality being compromised. I think so.
Absolutely, absolutely. There comes Nausheen ma'am. Nausheen ma'am is already was the last time we had a discussion. She was there in the college. So ma'am, how different is it to be in the college today when like if you compare it with the same day, same date last year? If I just make it the word like this day that year. How what is the situation if I keep two frames? How will you compare it?
Completely change. I could see no student in my college. That was really disturbing. And even I took the lecture also online. And after taking the lecture, I showed them their college from that. And just I told them, see, students, your college. And they were just, ma'am, we are just missing when we will be back. Well, very soon. This is the change what it was 1 year back and what it is right now. And literally students know they are fed up, they want it, they want to come back. they
Yes.
they don't want to be online. Online is means just for, you can say, if there is no other option, so they can choose online, to be
They're
very
bored.
frank. To be
Initially,
very frank.
they were happy. They were happy that
Yeah.
it's gonna be from home. I don't have to get ready for the
Yeah.
school. I can be at mama. It
Yeah.
was a holiday kind of thing they were facing. But now it has become like if you overdo someone with something, the person gets bored with the same thing. So yes, I
Definitely.
understand. So ma'am,
Yeah.
would you like to tell me if is it like being a teacher? Are you also have to now how what are the added responsibilities that has been added to the to you?
See, first of all, if we are giving online, so we have to means stick to the schedule. Like we had given the timing to the students, and students also wait for that. So they are just waiting for the link. So our favorite teacher, inshallah, I'm our the favorite teacher also. So they are just waiting that when our teacher will be sending us the link, and if we don't send the link, you get a quick message, ma'am, lecture hai ki nahi, and all like that. So we have to be very punctual, because it is not like that our regular classes that we went 5 minutes late or somewhat like that. There in online lecture, we have to welcome them, because if we start the meeting, then only they are going to enter the meeting. And that's really exciting, I could say. And students are also, means I could see that many students are interested to join the lecture, so that shows their interest also. And plus it gives the motivation to the teachers as well, so they prepare it in a very systematic way. And it is not just like online is just like telling, because we have to give the presentation also. That helps them, because no chalk and board and all that, so we have to prepare certain kind of ppts or with any additional things. So here, no, thinking out of the box comes.
Yes.
Teacher has to be that creative to make her lesson very impressive, so that the students, they should come for the next lecture also. They should not feel bored. So this is the competitive type also, but the teachers, they learn. Like I am
You
means
think the
last so many.
competition still is still there? The competition because virtually they are not interacting with each other much. Some of them are keeping their cameras off. So do you think the competitive thing, the competition between students will still exist even after this? Means with this kind of education which is being done virtually.
Actually, here I think that competition is less, and gaining knowledge is given more importance, because student, if they lose any of the point, any of the thing, so they are not going to understand. So they have to be very attentive, because in like regular lectures, they even ask like at the same time, ma'am, what is this? Please explain it again and again. But in online lectures, what we do? We mute them, and then later on in the end we ask them that if you have any doubt, you can ask. So by that time, no, student, they just lose the concentration, you know. So they keep, so whenever the online lectures are going on, so they just focus on the knowledge rather than on any type of competition.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now I'll come through Jaswant, ma'am. See, you know, and nowadays, as, you know, if a child of class 1 or 2 or 3, or maybe 6, 7, whatever the class is standard, he is studying from home, so he is under proper invigilance of his parents. How is it creating any difficulty for the teacher as well? You know, because you know, you are teaching, but you are being scanned by the parent as well, because I have heard a lot of teachers saying that, you know, it becomes very difficult when the parents say that, oh, the parents, because they are also sitting with the child, seeing, well, let's see how the teacher is teaching my child. Do you think that is a you know, that is something that is a challenging thing for the teachers nowadays?
Yes, of course, it is a big challenge for the teachers. Rather, if you ask me, teachers, they are putting in twice the efforts now. At each and every juncture, they have to be very careful. As ma'am was talking about their presentation, if children, they have any connectivity problem, then they have to record their lecture, then they have to send video to the parents. If video also comprises any mistake, then they have to, you know, revisit the video, then they have to remake the things. It's really big challenge for the teacher. Now these days, you know, half yearly is going on, then it was a big challenge for the teachers how to assess the children. Then we, you know, created one quiz, one project for the children, then MCQ in Google Forms, then we went for the MS Team Save, then we went for the subjective thing, then we, you know, conducted Inspiring Hero, one competition for the children. All these now our teachers, they are, you know, working on the report card, since they have to give half yearly result also. Then we, you know, conducted one 3 days digital workshop for the children, where Adobe Spark, they learned Flipgrid, they learned Wakelet, they learned Nearboard. Now they are working on report cards. Now teachers, if you ask me, since morning till 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, they all are busy. Okay, even they are, you know, sacrificing their family time also. That is only just for the children.
Right, absolutely. It is challenging for the teachers, because, you know, the job has become more demanding, not just
Yeah,
teaching,
yeah, yeah,
but
very
also
right,
to
very right.
keep in mind that I'm satisfying the parents as well, because I am being tracked. So there comes the consciousness. I don't know if the term tracking is the right term, but yes, it is being, you are being checked. Somebody is
Yeah,
looking at you. It's just like somebody has a camera in the school, in the class,
yes,
and
yes.
asking you, oh, why you didn't do this, when they are looking at the footages. So, ma'am, Indira, ma'am, would you like, because you have said that you have 30 plus years of experience in the field. You know, right now the parents are very scared of.
Yeah.
Is everything all right? Okay. So, as I was saying, right now the parents are scared of sending their children to the school, and I don't know if the situation will come under control anytime soon. So, but the exams are coming up. You know, the exams are here, and the exams will happen. So, what message will you send to this to the parents, so that, you know, they, how can they you know, make the children become more, because you know, online exams will have a different impact than the regular exams that they were giving. So they are now worried about their you know, their future. So what kind of what message would you like to give to the parents, so that they don't worry about their children's education or their future or anything like that?
Yeah, that is what I mean. I want to say the conducting examination is the biggest channel. So now the schools and teachers, they have to think how to conduct the exam, what type of questions to be given, and really it is a challenge for the teachers to prepare questions for the children at this time. Now the kind of questions, now since you can't give them, I'm talking about, if you talk about the juniors and the primary, so there are different type of question. If you consider about that high school, then you have to prepare different. Now if I say about the junior and primary section, the kind of questions the teachers to prepare should be very simple. Now, and first the teacher should prepare the children well, and teacher should make the children ready to take the examination. And from parent side, if whatever the child has learned, the parent have to revise those things at home. So, and then one more thing I want to say, which is very important, that the portion or topic of their examination should be less. Their exam should not be more than 1 or 2 topics. You can have a number of exams more, but exam should be 1 or 2 topics so that the parents also will find easy to prepare their children, and teachers also will find easy to prepare questions. So I think the making the topics less will make the parent rather more easy. I don't think they will worry too much.
Right, right. Thank you so much, ma'am. Anvisha, ma'am, I would like to ask you one thing that, because do you think this virtual education is here to stay? And if it is so, then what is your message to the teachers? Because most of the teachers are not tech savvy. They are teachers. They are here to teach and not to understand the technology. So what message will you give to those teachers who are not technically that well equipped, or like some teachers who are not very accustomed with the technologies? So if this kind of education is still gonna stay.
Well, see, virtual education, the proliferation or the use of virtual education, the technologies, it was long time coming. We really needed, if India, we're talking about India becoming a superpower and using technology, and technology has penetrated many of the things that we do. If you think of ordering a food, buying clothing, even watching TV, there is technology being used there. If you don't go with the local cable wire, and you have technology everywhere. So as far as virtual education is concerned, it was long time coming. We should have seen that coming, but yes, no one saw this pandemic situation coming as such. But the need for virtual education is certainly there, and that is in line with making India, as far as education sector is concerned, stronger. So the need for virtual education is certainly there. As far as teachers are concerned, well, I feel as a teacher, like ma'am said, just one ma'am said that we have to cope with the situation better, we have to first accept the situation as a teacher. That things have changed and that this is what it is. We have to teach it from home, and the students will not be able to see them face to face. So we have to accept the situation first. And then I feel the biggest, what should I say, the biggest factor which will really prove to be advantageous to us would be a skill development. So we have all these online platforms providing us with all sorts of skills to use the technology that we have at home or wherever we are, to use it efficiently. So as a teacher, I feel that we have to accept and we have to really move forward and enroll ourselves in various forms of skill development courses.
Absolutely.
I feel that as a teacher, we can't be very complacent and use the same methodology that we were using earlier, because that would not be very effective. So, like ma'am also rightly pointed out, the syllabus has to be curtailed. Now, if we are curtailing the syllabus, the topics have to be curtailed. Even the methodology has to be changed in such a way that it is simpler for the students to understand, yet it is interesting. Because student engagement is a big issue teachers face. So as a teacher, I feel that teachers have to accept the fact that these are the challenges, and then we can move ahead. We can move forward by preparing ourselves better, rather than feeling very complacent that we can cope up with the way we were doing earlier. It's not the solution.
Right. That is such a positive outlook towards such a situation that we are in. Nosheen ma'am, would you like to share with me if what are the new just now Asmeisha ma'am said that the way it was the way education was being imparted earlier has to be changed. So what can a teacher do in that kind of situation, ma'am?
First of all, yeah, get it. Okay. First of all, whatever the ma'am said, that was absolutely correct. What I want to say that for teachers, if they want to be in the race, they have to face the competition, and they will have to be very competitive. See, if they don't develop themselves, they don't do their personality development, or though if they don't learn all those necessary skills, they will be out of the race. They have to be. Why? Because this is actually the, you can say, the demand of this time, and it can be in the future also. Now this is a technology era, you know, because in this, now this is just a starting for us. You don't know after 10 years what will be. This will be old, so we have to be prepared. If we don't try to start from right now, we don't even see in the future also. So if teachers, they want to be in this profession, they have to face these all challenges. Like right from my childhood, I had seen my teachers, they always use the traditional method. But even now, I could say that few teachers I know of, they had become very old. So they are finding it so difficult. They are not ready to accept it. You know, they try to say that there are many difficulties, and yeah, there are difficulties because their whole complete life has gone like that. But now at like you can say our age or middle age, my age, still I can say that there are still 15 years to go ahead in the teaching field. And in these 15 years, if I don't accept this change, it will be very difficult for me to go ahead. So teachers have to do that because there is no other option. आज जो है वो कोरोना वायरस है, कल पता नहीं कुछ और आ सकता है.
Yes.
Yeah.
The challenges will have to be taken up.
Yeah.
That
So,
has to be
and
solved.
one thing we have to keep in mind that this time we had seen that teachers faced, students faced, whole economy faced. This should not happen in the future. So we have to be prepared.
Right, absolutely, absolutely. We have to be prepared because we never know this. Even we never knew a few months back as well when coronavirus was there in China. We didn't know that it will enter India and then it will enter our state and then in our city and then
Yeah.
it can enter our house as well. We never know who is.
Absolutely.
Yes. So coming to you, Jashwant ma'am, these are the positive things that a teacher is understanding the technologies more. A teacher is understanding what are the different other ways the teacher can teach the student with. What like apart from this, what are the challenges or what are the opportunities they are facing?
See, if you ask me, every challenge has an opportunity. This is up to us how we take up the thing. If in present scenario, it was as ma'am was talking about, it was a big difficulty for few teachers who couldn't cope up. But even then, we as head, we need to cooperate with them. We need to just put a pat on them. No problem. Initially, you may face small glitch, but every tunnel has an end also. Every tunnel has a light also. No problem. You will learn, and they'll certainly learn also, and they have learned also. If at present scenario, if they are coping up with all the situations, and they are able to make each type of connect with the children, I think they hats off to them. They are doing a good job. Initially, if you purchase a pair of new shoes also, you will face a problem. They will be discomfort for you, but slowly and gradually they are comfortable for us. The same way the teachers, initially they can face the problem, but we all are there to help the teachers, and teachers will certainly overcome. This is another challenge, and they'll certainly overcome. And to some extent, rather I should say most of the teachers, they've already overcome.
But do you think, ma'am, the parents will take this risk of sending their children to the school?
See, initially, whenever we conduct any, program with the parents, we have parent induction program also. Day before yesterday, we have one project, Coffee with Parents. In Coffee with Parents, we empower our parents about the changing methodologies, the teaching strategies that which the teachers take up, so that our children, they should not be at the divergent road. We always tell the teacher which method is being followed in the school, then parents, they have to help the children. When we were talking to the parents also, they express their apprehension, their anxiety was कि मैम कल school खुल भी जाता है. We are little apprehensive for sending the children. So same way we said कि you need not worry, if they are your children, they have more responsibility for us also. So
Absolutely.
we'll take care of each and everything. Now we need to change little bit schedule, buses schedule, classroom schedule, whether alternate days pay, we have to call the children, or we have to call, we have to make the school in 2 shifts also, sanitization, basic hygiene, each and everything that will be an added responsibility for the teachers also, for the whole staff. But we need to do that and we have to do.
Absolutely, absolutely. We were just talking about that only. There will be added responsibilities and more.
Yeah,
The profession will become more demanding. But never mind,
demand,
man.
yeah.
It has always been demanding. The teachers are the ones who are, who are the backbone of a growing society,
Yeah,
right? It
yeah,
has always been challenging for them, and I don't think coronavirus has made much of a difficult situation for them. They have already been facing the same thing since day one. Now it has come to it has been highlighted more because they were taking care of the children earlier as well. As I have seen in the kindergarten, the teacher takes care. Oh, you are having your lunch. Have you washed your hands? Now it
yeah,
will be highlighted as please wash your hands. So it will be taken care. Okay, she's taking care of the
yeah,
corona thing, but it
yeah,
has
that.
always been there. Um, uh, Indira ma'am, if you can tell me, not just the school education. Most of the students are also very much dependent on the tuition part as well, right? So
Mm.
that is not gonna come back. Like I don't think the parents are ready to send their students send their children to the regular coaching classes. Do you think there can be any there can be issues like this, or is just me who is thinking something like that?
As far as coaching classes are concerned, I have to say that I have found that they have also have started turned into online. So many of the coaching classes are taking online classes.
Right.
Whether it's I know my personally in my area. So one of the coaching classes they are taking online classes. Now, okay, so the students are taking advantage of that. So then even apart from this study, if we take the other activities like dance or whatever it is, so even there also I like my granddaughter, she's learning dance, and due to the uh, like distance, she couldn't go personally to attend the classes, but now with the online class she is attending, she is very much interested and she taking the classes. So so it's, uh, so tuition classes are if they turn, that's why actually they turn into online, so that students can learn, or even they can survive, because they survive from the tuition money only.
Yes. So, Anvisha, ma'am, do you think this kind of virtual education will even stay post pandemic as
Ma'am,
well?
just one more point I want to say.
Yes, yes, please, ma'am.
From the teacher's point, like, see, as a teacher, we always discourage this tuition business.
Absolutely, yes, we do.
So we always put all our effort while teaching to see that the child need not go to the tuition, or for a teacher need not, sorry, the student need not go for spend extra time in learning. So if a child goes for a tuition, like for me, I take it as if I have not taught them properly, or I have not taken care of that. So if this kind of attitude, if the teachers take, then I think the tuition will reduce, and parent will be actually save their money for sending children
This has
from
been
tuition.
a very old topic of discussion since ages, I think, if
Yes.
home tuition is required, if home tuition is needed, but I feel that, even after so much discussion, that students, they go for it because they feel the need after a point of time. And because of all the competition that is there, they feel maybe I will score more. Maybe I'm missing out. Maybe my friend, he is getting more notes from the teacher, and maybe I'm not getting it. So that is the
That is peer pressure only, and
yes,
parental pressure also. Since the study, actually education these days, it has become only marks oriented. That we need to change a shift, paradigm shift has to take place. In place of, fact, we need to shift to the concept.
absolutely.
Somewhere now CBSE, they are working upon. NEP 2020 has come. There is much to see, much to wait. The
Absolutely.
drawbacks which I feel in Indian education is this only. Everybody has started participating in rat race of marks, whether they have concept or not. See, children, they have been taught that the speed of the light is this one. But what is the actual meaning of that speed? Nobody has been told.
The
So
basic
that we need
concept
to,
learning.
yes, that conceptual learning has to take place.
They will have to understand that,
Yeah,
if you
they have to
understand the
understand.
concept,
Yes,
then
yes,
you
yes.
obviously nobody can stop you from getting the marks.
That is going to be 21st century learning. Competency based education, if we say that, skill based education, if we say that we as teachers, we need to take a paradigm shift. We need to change our mindset. Parents, they have to change their mindset. Then we are going to bring a change in the society. First, we need to start from ourselves only.
Absolutely. I think Anvesha man is trying to say something.
Hear me, Sakata?
Yes, yes, yes.
And also, like ma'am rightly pointed out, that there is a mentality that if you go to private coaching, you get better attention because the teacher will be giving us more attention or better attention. Whereas if the same teacher is teaching in school, she may not be able to do so. So that is that paradigm shift, like ma'am said, and mentality has to change. That education is education, and a lot. I feel as a teacher, a lot depends upon the student. The accountability part should be there of the student. Like, okay, I have to revise the subject, and I have to keep in touch with the professor. She need not be looking out for me whether you have doubts or not. Because we students feel that teacher is not enough. She is not giving me individual attention. So sometimes there are constraints on the teacher, and especially during pandemic times, when we are using the virtual this one, and there are professors who haven't had any exposure to this kind of platforms. For them, it is really more difficult to give you individual attention or to cater to individual needs of the parents also. Especially, I feel that with the private school teachers, there's a lot of pressure on them in terms of what the parents expect, what the students expect, and so keeping that in mind, I think
Meeting the expectations.
expectations. Some bit of accountability and responsibility should always be there with the student to cope up with a situation like this.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, Shinama, is it the same case for being a professor as well? Like, I understand the teachers because, he or she is in school, so parents are more, more careful about their children. Is it the same case for the college students as well?
Yeah, it's a same case. As like you were asking about the tuitions and all, what happened in degree college, most of the students, they do the job. And due to that, they are unable to join the regular lectures. So for them, that tuitions and coaching classes are very useful because that is set according to their time and convenience. So here I could say that means I could appreciate the coaching part because they are doing their part, but they are on the other hand they are helping those students also who are unable to attend the regular classes. We are doing our part completely 100% so that students should not get any other, they don't need any another kind of coaching, but we have to see the another part of the coin also, why they are
Hmm.
going there, isn't it?
Yes,
Yes,
absolutely,
yes,
absolutely. That is what Aunty Indra ma'am said, that as a teacher, I need to make sure my student is not is feeling satisfied. That
yeah.
okay, I'm done with the chapter. I understand the chapter now. I can take up the test in that case. So in this way, we have almost reached the we are at like we are almost towards the end of the complete discussion that we have. Indra ma'am, you have something to add on to the discussion that we are having right now. Anything that you want to add?
Uh, I just want to say that there are some of the schools, good schools, they are having special classes after school or sometime or Saturdays or whatever for the children So anybody, if the children are weak or anybody like that, they can attend. So this type of work taken by the school reduces the tuition business. This is what. Now, one more thing I want to say, that the challenges the teachers we have, actually the challenges are actually to be met. Okay, and then if we take the challenge, like challenges are to be met and overcome. And this will lead towards the success. Then finally, I want to say that, see, between online and the teaching and then classroom teaching, there's a saying that, you know, जब जिस वस्तु की जरूरत हो तब उसका उपयोग करो.
Absolutely.
So this is what, by saying this, I want to end this.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Nausheen, ma'am, you want to add on something? Because we have looked after the challenges in a very positive way, so I don't want to go back to the challenge word anymore. Let's make it opportunities that we have with us. So the opportunities are very positive. We are understanding the technologies. Students are maybe when they are studying from home, maybe they are getting more time to study, more time to spend. Self-study, that the word called self-education is coming into power, into the frame as well. So, ma'am, Nausheen, ma'am, you want to add on anything else to the?
Yeah, sure. Because on part of opportunities, like earlier we had never made a video. Okay, so but now in degree college it is very compulsory, and we have to upload it on the YouTube also. So this is a major part we have to do. So that what happened, the students, those who are not attending our lectures, for them it is a ready-made material. They can watch it anytime.
At their own pace also.
Yeah, and at the same time, you know, that the teacher also get popular with the skills and knowledge, and she can even monetize that channel also. If she goes very well, if it goes very well, then there are opportunities also. Not only her college students, but even, you know, the state across, or you can say country across, can take the benefit. So teacher can go online, not only for her college students, but she can even go online for other students also. So there are many opportunities, and there are growing also. Many apps are developed in this small, you know, period of time. So we were not knowing about the Zoom.
Yes.
But now we are knowing about multiple apps, how to make worksheet, how to use this, how to make Google. You know, we all had learned, and from that we had developed ourselves also.
Absolutely. Yeah. But
do you think, I just want to say one thing. See how I have used this. I'm a teacher. How I have used this as an opportunity is that I have made 2 videos, okay, and uploaded on the YouTube, which teachers are rather finding square root in a much easier way, away from our traditional method.
Wow.
Nice. Really, ma'am. Please share the link with us so that we can also have a look at it. We can also get the.
Sure.
Since I said I won't be talking about about any more challenges, but just one last thing, ma'am, Jashwant, ma'am, if I ask you that, has it become difficult for a teacher to make the child the concentration part, if the child's concentration part comes when he or she is in the school or the class, it becomes very difficult for the teacher to tackle it, to to play around with the concentration part. Do you think it has become a difficult thing to manage for the teachers nowadays when it is all through through the Zoom classes or internet?
Yes, if you ask me, span of concentration is directly proportional to the element of interest in your lesson. Daily, they have to make their lesson better than before. So that children, they should be waiting the way we wait for the best channel to watch. Same way children, they wait for the best class. They want to attend so and so teacher's class. Why? Since that teacher is using so many visuals, so many teaching aids, so many methods to involve the children. They feel so happy that their concentration span is also engaged. We need to engage them.
Yes, yes. That is what my question is.
Yeah.
Has it become more difficult to keep them engaged?
Yeah, it has become, but teachers, they have trained themselves also. Since now वो कहते हैं ना तुम्हारी साड़ी मेरी साड़ी से सफेद कैसे. Now they have to prove themselves. All the teachers, they want, since pics everything, they are closely monitored by the parents also. All pics, everything is being uploaded on the Facebook, YouTube, everything. Now they also want to excel than the other. So they are working very hard, and no one is far behind.
Absolutely.
Everybody is putting in their best efforts, and they are coming out with the best result. I just want to convey my 3 cheers, full 3 cheers to all the teachers in India and in other countries also.
Absolutely.
They are really doing a wonderful job. May God bless them. They are the front warriors. If doctors, they are doing their duty, teachers, they are also doing their duty.
Yes, yes. Only the doctors, I feel only the doctors and the teachers are the ones who never got the holiday kind of thing. Even if it's work from home or teach from home, it has become more demanding and more challenging. That's what I feel, right?
Yes,
so,
yes.
Yes, before I end the session, Anvesha ma'am, what will be your message? Because I think my panelists, all the panelists are very positive. I will never take up the word called challenge or anything, it is the opportunities that we are talking about. And I hope all the parents who are watching this video, they will be motivated with the kind of work the teachers are doing. As Yashwant ma'am just said, they are the front warriors. Of course they are, and a big salute to all the teachers who are out there, who are working so hard day and night to keep not just themselves motivated, the children's motivated, and everything else. They're just taking care of the extra duties that has been given to them. But before I end the session, I would love to have one lines from each one of you that can be given to my viewers, so that they feel okay. So yes, we are motivated, we are good to go, we are not in a bad situation, but this is a positive situation that we are in, and we can change the outlook rather than anything else. Yes, Anvesha ma'am.
I would like we have beautifully summed up everything, and the speakers here have also said that every opportunity, every difficulty can be turned into an opportunity. So my take on this would be that every dark cloud has a silver lining. So make this or the pandemic problem an opportunity to improve yourself, to connect better with your students, with your family members, because peace is very important. Before you start to teach someone, mental peace is very important. So I feel that there's an opportunity at every level. So my take on this would be that every dark cloud has a silver lining. So you just have to find that silver lining and just stick to it, is what I feel.
Well said, ma'am. And Indira ma'am, you have so much to say, so please say something before we end the session.
Yeah, I just remember Modi ji's speech in one of the time, at the time of COVID, when the lockdown and all. I remember what he said. He said that any situation, कोई परिस्थिति से को अवसर में बदलना ये हमारे ऊपर में है.
एकदम. Absolutely.
Yes. So any situation is pandemic we have. So we know that we have to be like this. So there is no point crying or blaming one another. Is better we say that what can we do to improve, or how can we do?
Right. Nausheen ma'am.
On this would be that I feel that blended learning and skill development would really help. Even especially Jaswant ma'am did make a mention of blended learning, where the teacher is partially present for few days a week, and then the students can study certain concepts on their own. I think that is the way to go, rather than spoon feeding every concept to the students. That will help the teachers also and the student as well. So blended learning is something which I strongly believe in, and it should be implemented even at the school level. Let the students learn on their own, and the teachers can take some more complicated concepts. So.
Absolutely. Something different can always attract the students. Like when I was a student, something different comes up and I'm all excited about it. I just love it. Yes, Anousheen ma'am, what will be your message?
Yeah, see, my message to all my dear teachers and all the educators. It is always said, means I have been hearing it right from my childhood that teachers are nation builders, you know, and this is not just only a statement. This is a proven track. So I want to say, my teachers, all of them, that you have to be on this path. You have to build good the citizens, and you only can change them, because if you have that motivation, if you have that qualities, you are definitely going to bring the change in our upcoming generations. So all the
Absolutely.
best.
The anchor, the one who is holding the anchor of our society are the teachers.
Teachers.
Yeah, definitely.
Jashwant ma'am, your turn is here.
Yes, we all teachers have converted all setbacks to come back.
Mhm.
I must say that teaching is a very noble profession. It is service to mankind, service to Almighty. All three full cheers for all the teachers. We have done it and we will do it, and we'll certainly accomplish all this pandemic also.
Yes,
We'll win
yes.
the race.
Of course, of
Of
course.
course.
A big salute to all of
All
you.
that.
And thank you for coming and sharing all your views out here. All my the teachers out there who are not here, who are not a part of my panelist, and are worried about their, the regular duties that they are doing. They will get a very positive motivation from this panel, and a very happy Teachers Day to all of
Thank
you.
you.
And
Same to you. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Thank you.
Yeah,
thank
for
you so much.
arranging this session. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
We
God
enjoyed
bless
a
you all.
lot.
Okay,
Thank you.
nice
We
Thank you
talking
enjoyed.
to
so
you.
much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I hope it was interactive to all of you, and
Yeah.
nobody felt any pressure or anything like
No,
that.
no.
No,
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 not
not
at
at all.
all.
Not at all.
So I hope we will have such kind of panel discussions later on as well. Not
Yes,
just like
of course, we'll have.
only taking care of pandemic. We will ditch the word pandemic, and we will come up with some positive something which can help the children, because so hereby I will also tell all of you that mytrustedtutor.com is coming up with this new video series, whereby I'll be hosting it, and with each one of the teachers I will come up with one particular topic that can a student can watch and can be benefited when he or she is sitting at home. He doesn't have to worry about the exams that are coming up, just to make it more relaxing, more informative. So yes, I will send the link to all of you, and you all are welcome to share anything that you guys, any of you are comfortable with, because any knowledge from the teachers are all welcomed. Yes.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank
Sure.
you.
Thank you. Sure.
Okay,
Here I
thank you once
thank you
again.
so
Thank you.
much,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Thank
Thank you.
you
Oh,
for coming.